Join me as I play Bill Allen Memorial. I'm practicing for the Polar Open. Got a pretty stacked field. We've got GT Hancock, Charlie Moore. I know James Collier played against him the Tiger Open last year, so good open field today. Good open field this weekend to play against. So anyways, gonna get a practice round in. I'm gonna throw an 8-2 off the first tee. This one, it's not like a must get birdie, but you definitely can get this. I'm gonna go high, take some of the risk out from that first tree. It's 253. See if we can start off with a birdie. That's got to get down. Okay, well, you got to putt. That's kind of what you want on the first hole. All right, we got about a 20-footer, 25-footer. First putt with these Dallas Stars PA3s. So let's see if we can knock this one in. That's a good way to start. Sick. So hole 2 here, it says 249. I feel like sometimes it doesn't play that long, but creek on the right. I like to take this second gap on the left, keep it low. The middle gap has all these tree branches that hang down. Honestly, you just got to get that left gap. You hit it and you got a chance. So I threw an omen right there from thought space. Wanted something a little bit more stable. Sweet, that is 2 under, 2 through 2. It's a good start. That is a thought space omen. I died. And this thing is as flat as you can possibly find, like a Firebird-ish disc. Hole 3 here is only 167 feet. I like to take the forehand approach and kind of like flex it in there. I've got an Axiom tempo that usually likes to go a little left. So I can pretty much aim just at the right tree. Hopefully put it close. Went a little deep, but still have a putt from there. I like the forehand here. Little straddle putt. Also just realized I have my Dallas Stars shirt on. And there we go, that's 3 for 3. That's a really good start. So hole 4. And straight ahead, there's a forehand flex play. Backhand over the top. If you throw something understable on a backhand, a putter, you can get there, but it's 237. Go with an A2. Try to like crash into the trees. Yeah, that's what you want. This is a little 15-footer. No problem. Yeah, it's a good spot. It's pretty simple. Just go with an A2 there, up over the top, in all the trees above me. Hole 5. This one is the first one you can really get some real, just open up. Absolutely rip it. It's it says 531, but they moved it back. It's like 6 something. So we're gonna try to take off as much as we can. A little tailwind. So I got a little more understable destroyer in my hand right now. Yeah, that'll drift nicely. It's gonna end up down there on the left, but in a good position to approach. All right, I'd say we probably have about 150 left. So good drive. I'm gonna throw the temple approach. I'm gonna go forehand so I take all these weeds out of play. It's gonna end up right. Get down. All right, that's a good soft landing. We still make that birdie from there. Well, we'll try to. I'd like to be closer than this. We'll probably have another 15-footer here. Left to right wind. Oh, I thought I missed that high. Okay, that's 5 through 5. All right, we're on to hole 6. It's 367 feet. I do have a headwind I'm throwing into here. I'm gonna go with this Mint Discs Alpha. It's like an 8402. So, I wanted to fight that wind. Maybe a little Annie right at the basket to see if it finishes straight. There's a little pond in front of us, but nothing to worry about. All right, now come back. I think it's gonna be a little short, but it's a good flight. Yeah. Looks like mic unplugged. So we're gonna record some audio over this. A couple holes, you'll get back to it. Went for the circle 2 putt to keep the streak alive, but we're gonna take our first par of the round. No big deal. And we move on to hole 7, which is 347 downhill, throwing a forehand with an Axiom Wrath to get something to push straight and then finish hard at the end towards the basket. You don't want to get trapped in front of the trees on the right that are covering the basket. So we just have a simple tap in here to get a birdie after we got that par and move on to the next hole, which is a pretty fun one. This is hole 8, 258. It is a over the top shot with something like a fireball, destroyer, something like that. You can see my line and generally what you have to do to get inside this little gap in the trees. There's like a tree line on the left, and then you don't want to be short right. So left myself a little 10-footer, easy tap in for a birdie. And then we're moving on to hole 9, which is going to be 192 feet shot, 192 foot shot. It's going with a temple here. It is so simple. It's just throw it straight, let the disc work back towards the basket. So we'll take that all day. Mic issues should be done, and we tap in to pick up 8 under through 9. Okay, hole 10. It's about to get real muddy, real fast. It's just to the left through this tunnel. If you don't want to take the tunnel on, there is an over-the-top play if you've got the power for it. We're gonna see if we've got it today. It's got to work through some trees. It did not. It's kind of a boring layup, but let's get out of here with a 3. This hole, the next hole, the next hole. I mean, if I get out of here even par, I think I'm okay. Pretty happy. Hopefully we pick one up on the next one, but we'll see. That is another par, but at least we're not out of bounds. Well, I unplugged it again. Now I know, keep an eye on that. I'm going for a forehand here, trying to hit this gap. This is probably the hardest hole in the course. Luckily it is just it's actually a par 4 for the tournament. It hit the tree, went in the water, but what did I just say? But at least we're not out of bounds. Well, that is how quickly you can go straight in the water here, hit off this tree. That disc is gone. I got a backup Wrath, luckily. So usually it drop zones here. I don't know how we're gonna play it. This is usually a par 4. I throw justice to get up there. All right, well, we've got a putt to save par, but pretty bummed about that disc. All right, usually that is a par 4, and that's fine. We'll take like a par there. I think usually there's a drop zone there, assuming that's how it's gonna get played, because there's really no recovering from where I was. Yeah, that's a tough one. It gets a lot of people. Hole 12's 303. It's almost impossible to birdie. I've done it a couple of times with lucky shots. I'm just gonna play percentages here. Fireball, take a par. Yep, still caught a tree. This is it's another one of those where I'm sure the scoring average is gonna be much over, or higher than 3. All right, for this one, again, just playing for that 3, little chip shot here. That'll land right under it. So it's a par, but like this is the hard stretch of the. All right, we're on the hole 13, the last one of the tough stretch of 4 holes. You got a Mando left of this tree, and it is way over there. So you just want to get as far left as you can. So there's a lot of water out here. We had a big snowstorm in Dallas. I know it's kind of weird. I was up there in the water. I'm gonna take casual relief. What else are you gonna do? I'm gonna throw that same disc and see if I can save this par. Ooh, slipping. Honestly, on a hole like that, You just need one good throw. One good throw out of 2 shots and you get your 3. Okay, we're on hole 14, 177 feet. It's just over here on the left. It's kind of like a copy of hole 9, just a little shorter. Slopes away. You gotta throw a temple here. Ooh, I left that out wide. Kind of gives you an idea of the ceiling you gotta worry about a little bit. But this one is like you have to get this one. You gotta pick this one up. Otherwise you're losing strokes on the field. Hole 15, one of my favorite holes out here. You just wanna throw something as far straight as you can. So we're gonna go with the Axiom Hex. This is not a good spot to be, like at all. So I'm going to try to get this A2 to skip to the basket. Ah, hit something hard, we'll see. I think I got on that hillside. Left the cart back there a little bit. So you can see some of the water, that's usually OB right there. Almost just left that low. But it's kind of like I said earlier, you just need one good shot of the 2 here, and you're okay. Walk away with the birdie. We got away with a bad tee shot that last hole. Let's execute here. We're going with the new prototype Balance in the coolest color scheme you can find. It's 272. You really want to put this on Annie, shape it through and around that tree, and hopefully stop before you go out of bounds. I think that's gonna end up left on the hill. Yep, didn't go hard enough at it, but you still have a look. It's hard to push it up all the way up there because there's sidewalk OB behind the basket, but we're still in bounds. Usually this is marked OB, we'll see. 45 feet, let's see if we can get this. What was that little grunt? What was that? Oh, the mic picked that up. Okay, got par. Moving on to the last 2 holes. So, this one is 475. I'm gonna go hex off the tee here, a little tailwind. Try to give myself an easy approach. This is all about placement here. Settle. Okay, that's fine. Decent shot. I'm gonna throw a bird forehand here. See if we can just get up and down for an easy birdie. Sick. We'll tap this in for another birdie. Move on to the last hole. Last hole. I'm gonna throw a fireball just to hit this gap a little bit easier. Hopefully I don't go in this water because I do not have my retriever. Beautiful. Easy skip. That's a good spot. Forehand. That's a good round. I don't know where I ended up. You will. Also, it's not very cart friendly out here today. A lot of mud. Only brought the cart because my phone recording is up there. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It's how I play Bill Allen. Good luck to everyone who's playing this weekend. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Stay tuned for more.